Hey guys, the Dude 2 here with more joseki compass. I just did the other one a couple minutes ago, so I figured let's do this odd one next, and maybe I could upload both of them pretty quick and see how that works. This joseki, as I mentioned before, is odd. I don't quite understand the main reasons behind it. It kind of goes against the common notion that a joseki is an equal result. A joseki really is not always an equal result, or close to equal result, even often at times. Really, what a joseki is, from what I've been gathering, is just a set pattern, a commonly accepted set pattern that leads to a certain result or similar result. Basically, if a joseki led to an equal result, then the josekis of the 1800s and 1400s and 1500s that we have to this day would still be played more often. Point of the matter, or point in fact, is that a lot of people don't like the older josekis because they feel that they leave weaknesses behind, or they're too slow, etc. And so most people play more modern joseki because it's faster and more in tune with the modern games, and it seems they win with them. So to state that a joseki always leads to an equal result, I think is kind of a misconceived notion. I think joseki simply means a pattern leading to a result that at least one of the players wants. You know, you could probably do a lot of research on that topic from maybe Sensei's library or online or something like that, but from what I understand, a joseki does not always lead to an equal result, and the reason I'm bringing that up is because this joseki here seems to be highly, highly favorable for black. In fact, not only is the joseki ending good for black, but if you misplay it in any way, it seems to be bad for white. So the joseki itself is good for black. I mean, it's situational dependable, but I'm sure if that was the first thing played in the board, I'm sure that's got to be. I mean, maybe, I don't know. Maybe you guys will disagree with me. But sorry about all the talking. Let's jump right to it. I'll talk a little more as we're, less talky, more movie, that type of thing. So let's zoom in and get our board how we like it. Let's see. Alright, that's pretty good. Alright, we're here. Yeah, we're in the right spot. So here is this joseki I've been talking about. We're going to come at it, instead of from up here, we're going to come at it from down here this time, just to mix it up, give you guys a different perspective. Okay? And boom. This is where we're different. It's an attachment joseki that ends like this. From here, black's going to come down. White's going to protect. Black's going to come down. White counter hanes. Black takes. White plays here. And black plays here. Look at that. Fourth line. Fourth line. I mean, from the 4-4, you expect something up here, something down here. This is 4-4, all mine. 4-4, all mine. I mean, this looks really good for black. The only way I would even think that white would allow something like this is if white had a really nice, kind of framework here already, right? Because then if you look at this is pretty good for white, pretty good for black. White might be allowing for something like that. And it's also possible that maybe white can kind of jump in here and do some trouble and reduce that. That's my only thought, but there's nothing in it in the book yet. So as far as basics go, I think that's pretty awesome for black. I'm assuming white could probably jump in there or something like that. I don't know. But let's move on. This will be a short video because there's really 4 variations of playing this incorrectly that the book goes through. So let's jump to it. Okay, so here's the first one. All of these variations are going to be good for black. So not only does the joseki look huge, but any mess-ups further affect further effect that make it even better. So, and instead of tarring here, what if black just plays here? Well, the book calls this a coward's move. Black's just going to play up here. White's going to take a nice, safe extension over here. And black's going to take a large knight move over here. Obviously, that looks pretty awesome for black. And since it's not here, it's going to be harder for white to just jump in there. It's going to be all the way over here. So that definitely looks a lot better for black than for white. So let's jump through here. Try this other one. Okay, so what if instead of blocking directly here, white decides to block here? Well, it's considered not a good connection because all black needs to do is play here. And white's going to say, ah, crap, I better fill in anyway, right? And then white could take his extension here, and now look at that corner. It's another very good corner, and white still has this cut to worry about. I mean, it's just not very pretty for white. None of these are going to be pretty for white. I guess, if my opinion, if you can play this joseki off, that's going to give you a heck of a start, you know. All right, 2 more to go. Let's see. And this is an example of what if white just directly blocks here. Well, the simple answer is, though it's not terrible for white, it's definitely considered good for black. Black's going to cut, right? White's going to play up here, and black's going to go through. Black's probably going to extend here to get some kind of base. Black's still going to get his... So black still gets pretty much what he had before, but now he cut white off. So now, I guess you could argue that these black stones are kind of cut off too. But according to the book, black is slightly better off. Black gets everything he wants, and he busts through white's position. White really doesn't get much, and his stones are kind of stuck probably in enemy lines. If white tries to jump out here, you know, black will just keep building up and just getting stronger and stronger. So it's probably quite a bit better for black, but it's definitely better for black here. Black still gets everything he wanted, so good times. Black's happy. Let's do this last one here, and then we'll do a brief talk and then a preview about the next one. So we're here. So right here, after black fills in, 8, white decides to protect this way now. Instead of this way, he's going to protect this way. Thinking, I guess this would be better, right? If black counter or Atari's here, white could fill in, and then black has to, and then white will get sente. Probably something like that is what he's thinking. But really, black's just going to do this cut again. Right? You leave the cut open, black's going to take it. Now white's just going to pull out here thinking, okay, well, I'll make some nice territory here. Black says, alright, well, I'll just take this, I'll scoop this up. White says, well, I'll put you in Atari. And black says, fine, I'll just connect. And so white says, well, since I have this, I'm going to use it. I'll pull it on over here. And black says, no big deal. I'll just play right here. No harm, no foul. So now black has an even bigger, he's got 4th line territory, 5th line, 6th line territory going up here. Even 7 line, you could say. Going all the way up here. And what does white get? Crappy little 4th line wall without an extension yet. Right, I'm guessing if white extends over here, black's just going to extend way up here. Once again, black seems to make out in every one of these instances. So in my opinion, the only way white would want to play this is if he's got some huge wall that he wants to, some huge moyo making something over here. I don't know. I mean, if white plays anywhere too close to this, he's just going to immediately come under some kind of attack, right? Some kind of something. It's not going to be pretty. So it's obviously a very special case scenario, and I don't know when a good time to play it is. As white to allow that, but it's definitely a good something for black to mess around with. Maybe you can pull this off and get some huge territory or something. So that's about it for the video. I'll give you a hint on what the next video is, and we'll go from there. So let's see. I don't know yet either. This is as far as I've worked through. So hopefully it's something interesting. Oh yes, it looks like our first star point pincer joseki. So let's see, we got here, and then we have white approaching. Now black is going to do this 2-space high pincer. What's white going to do? Well, we know that if you do this pincer, white's probably going to want to jump in the corner, right? And that's one of the josekis we covered already. But since black has this one here, it looks like white's going to jump out. Black's going to scoop out some points here. White's going to play here. Black's going to protect this corner. And now white is going to jump all the way under this black stone. I've seen it before. I've played it before. I'm sure I'm going to learn some new stuff. It's looks like it's going to be another small chapter when we do this one. It looks like there's only 4 examples of deviations, so this should be just like the other one, pretty standard, pretty simple. So we'll see. I guess we'll see how this one goes. So let's get situated with the camera. Let's back her up a little. So this will be Star Joseki 8. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this. Hopefully somebody out there is working their way through with this. And I'm sorry, the one we just did was Star Joseki 8. This one with the pincer. But the one before this video is Star Joseki 7. So hopefully we're getting there. 2 more we'll be halfway through, and then we'll do another review. We'll do a quick review of all 10 of them. So hopefully you guys can do a review with me, and we'll see how that goes. So that's about it. Thanks. Shorter video, and I'll get these up as soon as I can, and hopefully they're helping somebody. Have a good one. Later, guys.